What's up, everybody? I'm back. It's part 2 for Lavoy Finicums murder. We've overviewed all the video and everything that we possibly can from an aerial view. Lavoy was not reaching for any weapons. Okay? If anything, it looks like he had been shot a couple times. He was touching himself from getting shot, the pain, so on and so forth. I want to know, and I raise a question, and you should raise this question also, and you should get it out to the FBI, you should get it out to your local officials, you know, your state representatives and everything else. I want to see dashboard cam, and I want to see body cams. You know that they have them for everything. Anything that they do, they have them. Their cars were facing that general direction. They were standing in their doors to protect themselves from bullets and so on and so forth. You can't say there's no dashboard cam. I want to hear an audio version to this also. There's too many people making judgment calls without having the right information. So without that, you know, what I'm seeing right now, the FBI is completely at fault. They killed an unarmed man. Okay? Now, we know that he did not have his guns there. Dwayne's video, the horseman, when he was getting ready to turn himself in, he came riding up on his horse with the American flag in his hand, and he had Mr. Finicum's gun on his side. Now, any of you that watched any of the videos, you know that Mr. Finicum always had his, I call it a cowboy holster, where it was that low rising holster, you know, where, like quick draw artists use. That's what Dwayne had on him when he rode for his last ride. He had Mr. Finicum's weapons. Or weapon. I don't know if it's weapon or weapons. But he had it. So for the FBI to say that he had, you know, a gun on him and he was trying to draw on him or whatever, no, that's horse crap. And I'm going to say it again, Sheriff Ward, you handled this all wrong, sir. The sheriff is the highest law enforcement officer in the land. Not the feds, not the police station, not even the state police. The sheriff is the highest law enforcement officer in the land. You dropped the ball here, sir. Murder is on your sleeve now. You should be removed from office right now. You weren't voted in anyway. You were placed in office by that corrupt town that you're in and by that corrupt judge, Gratsy. Your whole area is corrupt. The BLM is corrupt. You guys know that you're sitting on a gold mine in most of those areas out there. And most of the ranches have essential minerals and, you know, and money. It's nothing but money. That's what this whole thing was about from the beginning, was money and land. Double jeopardy. Oh, man. Double jeopardy placed on that family. You don't go to jail for the same thing 2 times. This whole thing stinks. It's been stinking from the beginning. And then have all the infiltrators that were in that camp to bring down the Bundys. And then a man like Lavoy Finicum thought that he was, you know, going to be involved with something. You know, he helped out the Bundys at the Bundy Ranch situation. So he figured he'd help out again. Poor man lost his life over some corrupt-ass people. It's a shame. There's more and more audio and video coming out of a lot of people that were in that camp. It's going to come out real soon here. And then the judge magistrate says that they're basing their whole case on Pete Santilli and on all the messages and all the videos that he put out all the time. And I have a question. Okay, Blaine Cooper's name's not on any documents. What about Curtis? What about the guy from the Pacific Patriot Network and the Idaho 3%ers? How come his name's not on nothing? I mean, he was sitting down with Pete all the time. He's the one that went to, led the guys to go to the feds when they first got there and took a convoy and went knocking on their door. They said they kicked their door in. Then he was on video with Pete all the time telling everybody what's going on. He's the one that came up with the documents and everything. So how come his name's not on stuff? If you go back and look in his history and look at things about him, things are kind of questionable. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. I don't know. But it just seems like more and more names keep getting added every day.